Hi everyone and welcome to this new video about Matomo Analytics. Today I just would like to do a video for digital marketers. The idea is when you start to work with Matomo, probably you may find actually some documentation within your team or coming from an end customer showing you some images such as those, and as digital marketers are not used actually to read and analyze such image, they may be a bit confused and may be a bit scared. So typically that's the kind of thing that system like to do. And in fact this image is probably one of the easiest one to analyze, so that's why I choose it as a starter. It's just here in order to illustrate what Matomo needs in order to run. So it's organized by layer. So this is the first layer, the one that you can see up here, which is the hardware requirement. So here typically it's saying that in order to run Matomo you need to have actually a server. This server can either be a virtual machine, so it's kind of an emulator in order to emulate a server, or it can also be let's say a physical server. And this is what we try to illustrate here with this first layer, is to say, okay, you need to have a server, and this server needs to have a like kind of a minimum power depending of course of the different components which are included within the server. So for Matomo, hardware requirements are listed up here. So when you go down here, it's what is referring here to the server sizing, the CPU, the RAM, and the disks. Okay, this is what you can see up here, right? When saying, okay, you need to have like kind of minimum configuration of 4 CPU, 8 GB of RAM, and so on and so forth. And here they're saying, okay, now you need actually to run it with 2 servers, and here you need actually to have a bigger one with load balancer. Okay, so those are all the hardware requirements which are needed. Then you have the second layer. So a server is nothing more than a computer. So in order to make it run, you need of course to have an operating system. Okay, it can either be a GNU Linux distribution, it can be a Microsoft Windows, it can you need to have an operating system, and that's what this second layer is about. Then you need to have a third layer of let's say of infrastructure, which is the database management system. So here, in order to run Matomo, you have 2 kinds of database management system that you can use. They are MySQL or MariaDB. And along with the database management system, okay, so this part is here in order to register and record store the data, and this one is here in order to handle the HTTP request, and this one is the software is the web server, and here it can be either Apache, or it can be Nginx, or it can be any other web server which can support Matomo. So here this is the same thing as what you can see up here. Right here you have they're saying the required configuration to run Matomo, and this is what they are saying up here, right? Web servers such as Apache, Nginx, IIS, and so on and so forth. And then you have actually the last layer, which is the software Matomo that you put on your server. Okay, so in order to analyze those images, don't be scared. It's just for engineers, sysadministrator to really like organize the way Matomo need to be run. And you have like the first layer, then the second layer, then the third one, and then you have Matomo. So this one is probably the easiest and fastest image to understand, but I will do my best to show you some other images in the future with firewall configuration and other information system to discuss within a company in order for you to understand how Matomo can run properly in your information system. Thanks for watching.